This is just to review the protocol process for logging information on the shoot day for BD, the shoot days, I should say. Everyone seeing this should have access to this spreadsheet, this Google Sheet, and mine says copy just so I'm not editing the original, but yours should read as this, VMS, this here. Here on our key, we have each day broken up into segments represented by these colors. And here is what the premiere sequences will look like. So we'll have 3 premiere sessions, one for day 1, day 2, day 3. And in those sessions, we'll have 6 sequences representing each film block. So they'll have basically 2 hours to record each one of these segments. We're going to have Daisy logging notes throughout those to help in the editing process. And each one of these blocks here represents one of our time slots. And we can see which time slot is. It's denoted here, as well as the name. So as this begins, Command Shift semicolon, and that will print the working time, the current time. That would, in this instance, show us when we start, and any time that there's an instant or something of note, log that information, and then the next line, explain why we're stopping. And as we proceed again, Command Shift semicolon. And now we're started. What we want to see at the end of the day or the end of the shoot is something that's a little bit more consolidated. So any of these lines that are not used, you can select them and delete those rows, just so it's only showing the ones that are used, but do leave a space in between those. So each one of those reports will be accessible to the editors. And I think there should be enough lines entries. I don't think those will get filled up with that many different timecode instances. But if there needs to be additional ones added, you just right-click, insert one above or below, depending on where you are in the sheet. And of course, the reason that we're doing this is because we're syncing everything to time of day. So having this data will help the editors match up to the video sessions so we can very quickly get in there and know what to cut out before we even open the session. So that will be very helpful as a guide. And this, of course, can also be used by the people from BD. We have Abigail and Melissa, and so they can also make notes as they watch the filming happen and timestamp those notes as well. Hopefully this is pretty self-explanatory. It might be useful just to practice a few times beforehand, doing the Command Shift semicolon, just to make sure that you've got it down. Maybe even put some colored stickers or something on those keys if you want to be able to just reference that at a glance. But as we're working and shooting, in theory, it could go pretty quick. So just make sure that you're logging the information under the appropriate day and tab in the person. So Daisy will be under Daisy and Abigail and Melissa in the Abalissa tabs, because they technically could be recording at the same time. That's one of the nice things about Google Docs, is its ability to support multiple users working simultaneously. We are very happy to have BD as a client, and this should help keep everything running smoothly. And I don't know about you guys, but I am getting pretty pumped about vascular health. Pumped, heart, dumb joke. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.